At this time, please rise, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the flag behind the north end zone as we honor our country with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched.
field, your Pontiac Indians! Good evening, football fans. The students, faculty, and administration of Pontiac Township High School would like to welcome you to tonight's Illini Prairie Conference varsity football game featuring the Gray Ghosts of Illinois Valley Central High School and your Pontiac Township High School Indians. During tonight's game, it is expected that all fans will conduct themselves at all times with a level of sportsmanship and respect that expresses positive support for your team. Booing, swearing, or negative comments directed towards the opposing team, the officials, or other fans will result in an invitation to leave our facility for the evening. Please remember that we are here to cheer for our teams and not against anyone else. Thank you for your cooperation and good luck to both teams.
Go Indians!
In honor of our season finale, I'd like to hand it over to our friend, the late, great Ron Kennedy. Any fans on your feet, it's time.
Go Indians! Go hit out! Come on, you gotta get it there, Go Indians!
Brendan Coventry
Go
on the return.
defense! Go hit it! There we go. Good job.
Andrew Burwell in the carry. He's brought down in the backfield by a tribe of Indians. Penalty on the play against the defense.
There you go, hit out!
Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, didn't know if you did get my welcoming remarks as we were getting the microphone situation taken care of. But myself, Jake Green, is back here after a little bit of a hiatus from the PTHS TV YouTube channel. May have a special guest coming in later on to talk just a little bit. Right now, IVC coming into this contest, I believe 0-7, and Pontiac 1-6. So IVC on the opening drive. So far, they're going to go to a fourth down situation here quickly, as the Indians defense is going to look to get a stop here on a 4th and short situation. So IVC punts it away. I believe it hit a Indian player there on the punt. So IVC will now have the ball here right inside of the 20, as the referees, I believe, are going to talk about it, may change the ruling on the field. However, the call now is it'll be IVC ball there, roughly around the 18-yard line. Pontiac sporting the Illinois National Guard jerseys. You may think they look a little different from the typical orange and blue jerseys, as they are. They are camo jerseys that are specific to the Illinois National Guard, as they travel around with teams within the conference and the state. And Pontiac has elected to wear them this weekend. Pass over the middle, no good, intended for number 5 on Illinois Valley Central. That's going to be Micah Hall. So Micah Hall unable to come up with the reception there for the Gray Ghost. As I'm not sure if you can tell out here, but Williamson Field is rainy right now. It's rainy, cold, and windy. As Friday night lights contest underway here between these two teams. As the snap goes to the ground, but I believe the play was blown dead just prior to the snap. We will see what the ruling is there on the field. Looks like it'll be a false start on the Gray Ghosts, as they're going to back up, make it a 3rd and roughly 15. I believe it should be a 3rd and 15 situation. Ayers rolls out to pass to the far side, and the pass comes up incomplete. So actually that was 2nd down, so now we'll play 3rd down. It'll be 3rd down and long. IVC going to try the rollout pass again. Is intended on the far side. That's going to be for Aiden Fulton. Aiden Fulton on the far side, unable to come up with the catch. I was going to bring up 4th down here for the Gray Ghost. Yes. So now they're going to give in the backfield as looks like Logan Barnett and Dalton Tovria on the tackle. Ball runner for IVC. That's going to be Andrew Burwell, a senior, 5'11", 175. So now the Indians' offense is going to come out onto the field, and they will be led by sophomore quarterback Santi Pena. Santi Pena coming out as quarterback Nick Crane, not starting tonight against the Grey Ghost, as Pena will lead them at least for the starting drive. We'll see where it goes from there. But sophomore quarterback will make his varsity start here tonight, as he is under center with two in the backfield, two out wide. Give in the backfield to Devontae Chambers. He has room to run. More room to run. Looks like he's brought down there on a big gain for the Indians. That's a first down. And that's roughly the 37-yard line, I believe, is where the ball is going to be spotted. So Pena and the offense going to go back out. I know Crane is warming up, and he has been ready. So if they do elect to choose quarterback Nick Crane, he is on the sideline right now playing in the backup position. No. One on the near side, one on the far side as far as wides. Two in the backfield for protection. Pena is going to look to run. He has room to run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage as he gave himself up but was still hit. Indians looking for a flag. Not sure they're going to get that one. So he gets back to the line of scrimmage on a second down now, as Pena will go back to head coach John Johnson. And they will try to get everything situated. I'd like to join everybody in who is watching. I know the stands are a little empty here tonight, as the rain is falling heavily and it is chilly in this mid-October game. So would like to thank everybody tuning in from wherever you are. Again, I'm Jake Green. If you'd like a shout-out or anything of that nature, go ahead and shoot me something on social media, and I'll be sure to shout that out. As the ball came out there on the handoff, and it's going the other way from what is signaled on the field. Holding on the offense. Fumble is on the play. It is recovered by IVC. So the Indians' defense now will come back out and see if they can get another stop against the Grey Ghost. As quarterback keeper on the play, he's swallowed up. They are after a couple of yards on the game.
He's brought down by Maury Curtis.
On the give now for IVC, and another swarm of Indians in there on the stop. Still a gain of a couple for IVC, but it brings up a third and long situation here at Williamson Field. Looks like Tovria, the first one there, too. The running back, I believe that was 20, Andrew Burwell. Andrew Burwell on the carry for the Grey Ghost. Given the backfield to Burwell, and he is swallowed up there by Dalton Tovria. That'll bring out the Indians offense. Another shot to get downfield. Hopefully can keep the ball intact as the rain is falling here significantly at Williamson Field. Right now it's 7:01 left to go in the first quarter. Scores still at 0-0. Both teams kind of at the bottom of the conference, so not really fighting for a conference title, but kind of fighting for the last few spots there in the Illini Prairie Conference. Santi on the give to Chambers as he's brought down a couple of yards downfield. Him notably first week back since an injury in what would have been week 4 possibly. Week 3 or week 4 at Rantoul, I believe. So he is finally back playing here. Again, roughly 20 or so seniors for the Indians. Their last game at Williamson Field is tonight as well. Pitch out to Chambers. He's going to try and turn it up, and looks like May slipped there with the wet grass and does not quite get back to the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Mason Marchand of IVC. So not sure exactly. Looks like some penalties possibly. Actually, the Indians' offense coming out. So the penalty is against IVC as they will move the Indians up a little bit there. Pena on what looks to be the throw. Not sure what to do with it. So the rain started to pick up a little more here at Williamson Field. But still a good number of spectators out on both sides. Pena in the backfield. Looks to throw this time. Looks to throw, and I believe the ball a little too wet for him to get a good grip on. Intended receiver was senior Jack Birchie. So brings up fourth down as the Indians punt team will come on out. Punt is away. So that's Hunter Wilson there pretty quickly to Aiden Fulton. Again, that's Hunter Wilson quickly to Aiden Fulton. So IVC is going to come from just inside their own territory as the Indians defense will come back out. Notably, quarterback Santi Pena, he's playing that defensive end spot here tonight. So, not sure who was there on the tackle, but looks like a possible lineman hurt. That may be Dalton Tovria. Not entirely sure, but by where I'm looking, with everybody who's out there, I believe that is him. So, Tovria coming back also after he was on the suspension for a week, and I believe he has been back for 2 weeks now. So, but just notably, him being back. Hunter Melvin, junior running back and linebacker, out with a broken jaw. He's been out for a couple weeks now. Jacob Fogarty, I believe he is a safety and corner. He has been moved to out for the rest of the season with, I believe, a torn ligament in the elbow. So as Tovria is carried off the field, not sure what the issue is there with that one. Looks like possibly his right ankle. So maybe in the wet conditions, kind of sliding down, maybe tweak that just a little bit. That's going to be Burwell on the run.
He's brought down by Aaron Shrewsbury. Like there's a penalty on the ball. Be holding against the offense.
So penalty against IVC. That backs them up to a second and a lot there. As veteran chain gang member Fritz Pagel, uh, famous alum here at the Pontiac Township High School, holding that digital down marker over there with the referee on the far side. No, not sure who that was. Looks like 80 possibly. So Gabe Ross on the reception for the Grey Ghost. I know Aaron Shrewsbury and a tribe of Indians on the tackle there. So IVC on the pass intended for number 4, Michael Conklin. And there is a couple flags down. So we'll see what the calls are there down on the field. Was a flat snap, and Burwell, I believe that he is on the run again for IVC. I'll check there. Yeah, that'll be Andrew Burwell. Not sure who brought him down. Amari Curtis. Again, like we said a couple of games ago, coming off some knee injuries, finally getting the chance to play some high school football, and has been a stud for the most part this year. Would like to give a shout out also to Peyton Kramer. Peyton Kramer checking in from Illinois State University. I know they play at home tomorrow, I believe, against South Dakota. Punt rolls out of bounds right about the 20-yard line, so the Indians' offense is going to go to work here, as we'll see which quarterback will be leading the offense, as Crane will be coming to the field, as the sophomore quarterback's run has come to an end, at least for now, and I imagine we'll see Crane in the rest of the game um, at quarterback. So we'll see if Crane can do anything better than Pena. Oh, Crane on the give. Not sure exactly how far that got. There's Devontae Chambers on the carry. As Nick Crane comes back to get the play call. Crane on the give again to Devontae Chambers. Looks like maybe a loss of a couple, or did get back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly sure. So now two in the backfield, three out wide for the Indians. Give to Chambers, and he is met right away by the Illinois Valley Central defense.
Devontae Chambers on the carry.
As the Indians punt team will come back out. Oh boy. So, looks like they were waiting for a lineman to get out there, and then the formation wasn't quite what it needed to be. And IVC getting in there rather quickly. So, pressure on the punt gives IVC field position right inside of the Indian territory. So, Give is in the backfield, taken down by Santi Pena. He's there. Hey, he was playing quarterback not too long ago. Aiden Hobart, he's there. And Tyson Kramer, like we mentioned, Peyton Kramer tuning in from ISU. His little brother, Tyson, in his final game here at Williamson Field. So, they were all there on that tackle. Second and long here with 20 seconds and counting in the first quarter. So far, scoreless game here at Williamson Field. As the ball is snapped in a kind of a poor fashion and on the ground, I'm sure aids with the weather and grass being wet. However, and I'm not sure if you heard our in-house announcer Fernando Daly. However, the score right now is 0-0. End of the first quarter.
Coach Bruner will be retiring. During his 26 years as PE teacher at PTHS, Coach Bruner has also spent 6 seasons as boys' assistant basketball coach, 9 seasons as the head girls basketball coach, 10 seasons as the head girls golf coach, and the last 9 years as the athletic director. Let's give Coach Bruner a round of applause to say thank you and congratulations.
Not sure if you guys could hear that on the stream or not, but they were giving a shout out there to athletic director Gary Bruner, as athletic director Bruner, um, his final home game here as athletic director. He will be stepping away next year. Associate athletic director right now, John Neisler, will be taking over next year. Director Gary Bruner giving me a lot of opportunities here at the high school, so going to be bittersweet to see him go. But I know he's counting down the days. Quite literally, he has a countdown. But hey, back to business here. IVC on the run with the short pass. They get the first down and more. Gonna run out of bounds on the far side. Hey, but there's a flag right here. Might be coming back for IVC. Excuse me there. I'm not sure if you heard that, but if you did, apologies. So looks like the flag's gonna be on IVC. Yeah, IVC on the run here. That'll bring up fourth down and long. So IVC looking here as they will run the play clock, or no, timeout IVC. So we'll be right back here at Williamson Field. 11:01 left to go in the first half. 0-0 still the score. And we will be right back here live from Williamson Field. IVC on the punt as it is going to bobble out of bounds there inside of the 10-yard line. So the Indians offense led by quarterback Nick Crane on the way out to see what they can do as they are deep in their own territory. Oh, Pontiac on the run there on the far side. Not sure exactly who's the ball carrier there. Oh, it looks like quarterback keeper on the play. Penalty is on the play, however, it'll be holding against the offense. Imagine that. So the Indians get a little bit of some ground and they go right back to where they started. Unfortunate there for the Indians. So Crane on the give as Birchie on the carry for the Indians. Getting dangerously close to a safety there. So we'll see what the Indians can do here. On second down is what's listed. Looks like another give up the middle. That'll bring up third down. So Crane on the give again to what I believe is Chambers. Not sure if he got anything there on third down. So it brings up fourth down for the Indians. Looks like they're going to bring out the punt team. As a failed snap results in a scramble out of junior punter Marcus Martinez. And IVC will come out with great field position on this one. We'll see if they can do anything here. So it looks like maybe ball coming out, but IVC on the carry. So maybe not the ball coming out, but Andrew Burwell, the carrier, nonetheless.
He's tackled by Amari Curtis.
Amari Curtis on the tackle for the Indians. They're going to try and run to the outside, and IVC's in the end zone for a touchdown. They're on the board here first, as that may just be all it needs for this game. They'll get in 6-0 now, 7:49 left to go in the first half. The extra point is up and good for IVC. 7-0. Illinois Valley Central up over Pontiac with 7:49 left to go here in the first half. We'll be right back from Williamson Field. So the Indians on the squib kick, or I'm sorry, IVC on the squib kick to the Indians. And recovered by senior Caleb Ells. The Indians offense going to come out on this one. So, Adam Aaron's on the near side. I believe that's Jack Birchie on the far side. Crane drops back to pass. Pass. Aaron's. And it's. Oh, man. I felt that one. Fans at home. I believe he had possession there for just a little bit, but falls out right around the 20 as he goes to the ground. What was going to be a key ticket just wasn't quite enough. So Crane on the scramble for the Indians. Crane on the run to the outside here. He looks to turn up the field. He'll be pushed out of bounds after a gain of a couple. Will be closer to a first down. May just have got it, and he does. First down for the Indians here, as they will cross over into IVC territory. Looks like Devontae Chambers on the carry for the Indians. Not quite a lot there, but maybe a gain of a couple. We'll see what the ball's plays. Looks like a gain of 2. We'd like to give a big shout out to our stream team as well. I'm the one you hear all night, but however, all the behind the scenes action brought to you by PTHS TV with Michelle Baum, Gabe Baum, and Daniel Fulton, Amy Krause, John Neisler, all vital parts of this operation. And just very thankful for all of those behind the scene members. As I believe that was Cam Gillette on the carry for the Indians. As it's now 3rd and short. We'll see what happens here. The ball comes out as it is intended to go. I believe that may have been Chambers or someone there in the backfield, but doesn't quite get there. So Tyson Kramer on the recovery for the Indians. So Marcus Martinez on the punt for the Indians. And looks to be on the return. There is a flag down. We'll see what the call is. So it'll be holding against IVC, the call on the field there. So Fulton on the carry for IVC. So pass to Burwell on the far side there for IVC. It'll move the chains, first down for the Gray Ghost. Hey, 3:40 left to go here in the first half. 0-7. IVC up over Pontiac. IVC gaining for another first down, brought down by Amari Curtis. So, second down here for IVC. So, he's brought down right around the line of scrimmage. That's Burwell again on the carry for the Grey Ghost. Shrewsbury on the tackle for the Indians. So, it looks like possibly a quarterback keeper.
Dennison on the carry. Timeout Pontiac.
Not sure exactly what's going on. I think that whistle may have been a little premature.
Thank you to County Market for their support of PTHS Athletics.
So, timeout was called. However, a meeting there with the referees as it'll be a fourth down situation. We'll have to see what the exact call is. Again, thank you all for coming and joining the stream here tonight. Please share on all of your social media and send it to your friends in the text messages and let everybody tune in here tonight. So it's a pitch out wide. Looks like Brady Donovan's there. And Aaron Shrewsbury there as well. Burwell, the ball carrier. Dalton Tovria was there as well. They'll be holding against IVC. So fourth down will repeat as there is offsetting fouls. I believe was the signal there from the head referee. So now IVC on another shot with the fourth down, but we'll see if they'll punt or go for it here with 1:13 left to go in the first half. Looks like a scheme is changing. Appears to be a punt formation now coming out. Adam Aarons is going to drop back. And IVC looks to kick it away, but not before a timeout from the IVC sideline. We'll be right back here at Williamson Field. IVC up over Pontiac 7-0, 1:13 left to go in the first half. Hey, we're back here from Williamson Field. IVC on the snap. Looks to punt it away as it'll fall short of Adam Aarons and fall dead just inside IVC territory. Nick Crane looking to throw the Indians, and it's tipped, and it'll fall dead. So Crane under pressure in the backfield. He looks to throw to, I think that's Jack Cabricci on the far side, unable to come up with it. It'll be third down now. Give for the Indians. No good here. 48 seconds left to go in the first half. So, looks like a timeout taken, not sure exactly by who, but one taken nonetheless. As Martinez back to punt. As the punt is away. The ball is out and rolls out of bounds. So it'll be IVC ball here with 35 seconds to go in the first half. Gives in the backfield for IVC. Gets back to roughly the line of scrimmage. As looks like we're going to let the time run out here. As both teams will head inside and dry up a little bit. That'll be the end of the first half. May be back here shortly, possibly with some halftime remarks. But if not, we'll see you guys in the third quarter here momentarily. We'll be back live from Williamson Field here very shortly. Again, IVC up over 7-0. IVC up over Pontiac.
Pitch left, coming on the outside, kicks it to the outside, coming around the corner, straight arms, and wrestled out of bounds there. Number 20.
Andrew Burwell on the carry. Shot of bounds by Adam Aarons. So we are working with our difficulties here.
Back up.
He's tackled by Amari Curtis.
I believe we are good here. So now we'll go. Again, I'm not sure if you've heard me yet, but criminal justice instructor at the LACC and former broadcaster Jack Bristow alongside me here in the press box as a Illini Perry Conference matchup here in a rainy weather game. The last home game of the season for the Indians. So, glad to have Jack Bristow alongside me here. With 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter, we will see if IBC can continue to march down the field or if the Indians defense can get a stop here.
They're doing a really nice job of spreading the field and getting that push up front. And then it's just a chance of getting to the linebackers with your fullback and about a 5-yard to 7-yard gain per run.
And it's very close to a first down there for IBC. Looks like it'll bring up roughly second and 2 or 3. Yeah, there we go.
Soggy. We need a big turnover right here is what we need. It would be really nice if we could pop the ball loose from them out here. Ooh, there was a near fumble right there as we made penetration. That ball is slick.
Yeah, the weather right now not being very good for either team. It is aiding in the downfall very heavily. Again, we are still working with our audio difficulties here, so please bear with us as we are trying to figure everything out and bring you the best room we can. Flags come down on the play.
There's a penalty on the play.
Looks like motion, possibly. Yep.
So it could be a false start against the offense.
Looks like about a dedicated 25 Pontiac fans down there in the fan zone in the student section.
Yeah, the student section, they won't need to take a shower for a while. They're getting drenched on here, but yeah, the loyal ones are still there standing. It is a very rainy and cold night, and yeah, there's standing water here on the track.
Penalty on the play. And a false start against the offense.
Well, they're marching backwards. There's a good thing, Greeny. They're making a few mistakes, as we talked about before, so maybe we can get them to cough it up for us, and we can take it the other way.
Definitely, for sure. We're going to try to audio situation move around, and while we do that, please enjoy the game. So we'll be right back here.
False start against
They pass off, and they get deep into the Indians' territory. And, so what happens here, Bristow? If ABC gets in the end zone once again, with 6:30 left to go in the third quarter, it's a rainy game. Where does that put Pontiac, really?
Well, it's just pride at that point. It's just a matter of guts and pride. We're well matched up. I mean, it's just a matter of getting a push and getting a little bit of a run outside. You can't get down. That's a big thing. But it would definitely put a little bit of a damper on the night as we are with our weather. Yeah. See from there.
So I'm double majoring in economics.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Snap by the Gray Ghost. Ball keeper up. The quarterback got nothing. Well read by the defense.
Swallowed up by a tribe of Indians there in the backfield.
Yeah, yeah.
Tennessee has one. Tennessee's had like premier of the country.
All right, where are we at here? 3rd and 10 for the Gray Ghosts as they line it up on the 15-yard line. Pitch to the outside. Push towards the sideline. Can he make the corner? He is going to be really, really close.
And Andrew Burwell. Burwell has been an absolute force for IVC thus far tonight. And as they are knocking on the door of that score that really puts them ahead tonight, as they already are with the upper hand, but that will put them just up.
4th and 1 right here. You'll see what they can do. Football from the sideline. See what they come up with here. It's a handoff up the middle. Push by number 20. And
so it is signaled on the field. It'll be an IVC first down. And so now this puts the pressure on incredibly before the score if it does happen. But this really is IVC Gray Ghosts breathing down the neck of the Indians.
they're going without a huddle. Trying to catch the Indians off guard here. Pitch to the outside. Burwell again. And he's in.
So Andrew Burwell, the 5'11", 175 senior, gets into the end zone for the Gray Ghosts. That puts them a 13-0 over the Indians with 3:55 left to go in the third quarter.
Got your fan club down there
Yeah,
in the student
the
section.
student section is liking our duo up here
There we go.
in the booth.
They're a hardy bunch out there in that rain. They have to be miserable.
We will be at a fast food joint, I'm sure, after this. And I will hear nothing but complaints of how they're wet and I'm dry. But hey, the field goal's good. That's from kicker Stephen Braun, Jr., 6'3", 170 for IVC. We'll be right back. 3:55 left to go in the third quarter. 14-0 up over Pontiac. All right, Bristow, we are back here as IVC will kick off here momentarily. We were talking about the pressure this puts on. There's still a quarter and some change here in the rest of this game. However, how much does this really put Pontiac down?
Well, it's this drive. I mean, really, you got to answer right now, or it's going to be a tough comeback here.
I think Pontiac's going to have to try and charge down the field. As the rain's not letting up. It's been the same type of weather the whole game. I think you just have to factor that in and try and maybe get some outside runs. I think passing's pretty much eliminated at this point. I feel like the conditions are a little too far out of reach for quarterback Nick Crane to do anything with, but maybe they can just get downfield.
Yeah, you know, if the ball was a little bit drier, the receivers have the advantage whenever it's a rainy day because they know where they're going. The defensive backs don't. But it's a matter of holding on to the ball and getting a good throw out to them.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw Adam Aaron's. He was an intended receiver here on the near side a little bit ago. He was unable to hold on to it. He got the reception, but as he fell and everything, lost control. That would have been a big gain for the Indians, but unfortunately the rain not able to cooperate.
And the thing, if you think about it, every game we've had at home this year has been perfect. It has been like picture perfect weather. And this is really, I mean, we've had a couple other on the road games that have had a little bit of adversity with, but this is by far the payback for the first 4 home games we had.
Oh, yeah, the beautiful weather we've had here, and for the most part on the road, too. Now we come back with a team that's pretty evenly matched, and they've just been able to overcome. And I swear, I think every time we've played IVC, it's in the rain. So there's something about the Grey Ghost and the Indian combo that just makes a rain game just always happen.
We're looking at 3rd and 14, 15 yards here. Okay, 3rd and 8.
I'd like to give a shout out to Nicole Hayner, Varsity softball coach. She's checking in from home and enjoys the duo we have here going on in the booth.
Yeah.
She led her and her staff. Jake Mashing led those Varsity girls to I believe it was a 4th place run last year in the state series. So they are Nicole tuning in from home.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, they do a nice job taking care of supporting all the Indians out there in all their sports, and the rest of the team take care of supporting them. It's a really nice situation that we've got going right now with that.
And the punt is away. They're on the field as I believe that's Jared Quinn on the near side, right around the ball. I believe that's Tyson Kramer as well.
So the Grey Ghosts will take over at the 39-yard line. It's a middle of the field mess. If you can look at the field out there, it's just to the north of the Indian Head. It is just mud. It's a pure mud bath out there.
We may be able to get the camera to pan there, or if IVC advances downfield, we'll get that area of the field that is very muddy and it's really starting to chop up. Before tonight, with the rain and everything, this field was picture perfect. It was nice and green, rolled the whole 9 yards. Now the rain hits, and you have 22 football players that are all close to north of multiple 100 pounds and tall, and they tear up the field. But hey, oh man, IVC with a big hit on.
Big run up the middle again.
I'm not sure who are.
That was Burwell on the run. I'm not sure who of us paid the penalty for the price on that.
I think that was Jared Quinn. He's a senior for us here. I'm going to check that. That is Jared Quinn, number 32. He, for better terms, he got lit up on that one.
He did. He squared him up and ran over. He's shaking it off as he comes to the sideline here.
Yeah, athletic trainer Ryan Darko does a great job here. He's going to check him out on the sideline. We will see.
We're looking 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line, and ball busts to the outside. Good fake coming this side.
That was a rough snap. It kind of bounced through the ground, and the quarterback got on it and took advantage of it. But with 50 seconds left to go here, roughly with the third quarter. It's still 14-0. IVC up over Pontiac, and IVC on the charge right now. They must have done some maybe some training with some wet ball drills and whatnot during the. Maybe they're just they're used to it.
I'm not sure.
But
Seems like the bounces are going their way, though. Every little bobble lands right back like this, right back in their hands. Oop.
Almost not that one, but tell you what, they have been able to control the ball very well. As Pontiac, not quite tonight.
We're back over in that muddy part of the field right there, too. It's going to be a little tough for the traction and for the ball coming off of that ground.
Yeah, of course, as you can see on the screen, right where our defensive line is for the Indians, right on the other side of that patch. They're walking through it right now. So that's a big thing to keep in mind. Third quarter is over here at Williamson Field. It's 14-0. And IVC up over Pontiac here. We'll be right back live from Williamson Field. All right, we're back here for the last 12 minutes of 20 seniors and their high school experience on Williamson Field. And speaking of seniors, Tyson Kramer and Dalton Tovria heavy on Burwell there quick. Hi, Coco.
Thanks, man.
Yep, they're just giving them to us. So.
They said stick around after you get in there and some food for us.
We just got a whole bunch of popcorn and a bunch of cocoa. So.
Sounds good.
As Bristow getting a delivery here up in the booth from his criminal justice program, as criminal justice is actually working security here for tonight's event. Bristow, why don't you go ahead and talk about that real quick, what your program kind of does with the school and how they work interchangeably?
Absolutely, yeah. We work with a bunch of the events that go on around the school, whether it be football games, the band competition, any of those number of things, and provide some security and just event staff for the events. We're trying to be ambassadors for each event that's around the school, and my students are out there tonight just wallowing in the mud themselves. They are soaked to the bone, as we all are, and so hats off to them for all they do. They do a really nice job.
Definitely. I'm fortunate to be a part of the program as well, and through my experiences with the whole security thing, I haven't quite done it yet. I've been with my prior commitments up to the booth and such, but tell you what, you do a great job with it, and you're right. They are out there just absolutely brave and making sure everyone kind of stays in check here. Nick Crane drops back to pass. He's going to look over the middle, rolls out, and he has pressure. He's gobbled up in the backfield by a swarm of Gray Ghosts. Looks like that's going to be Cal Miller on the tackle from what I got, but
yeah, that was a defensive back sack there. They had a coverage sack on him. He was looking downfield, and everybody was blanketed. They could not shed their defenders, so he did a smart thing and just ate it back there.
As I know, they were on the near side of the line. That's Trenton Blackwell. He is a sophomore here at the high school. So he's moving up with the varsity ranks. I believe one of our corners. And right there, as we're talking about defensive plays, interception right there, really deep in the Indian territory. So now we're talking about pressure when we were going to go up 14-0.
Right.
Now they're inside. They're inside the 10-yard line, and what happens when this game goes 21-0 with 10 minutes left in a rainy game? Really, you're starting to write the final page of the seniors' book here at Williamson Field.
Yeah, it was just ill-advised. He rolled out again, and I know it was lost, but at the same time, the guy was pretty well and made a nice break on it. Picked him.
They will walk.
Do you think you can play YMCA when you get a chance?
Oh, hey, we're getting a bunch of requests to the booth, but man,
You're a DJ too, apparently.
I know.
We
do it all up here in the Ron Kennedy Memorial Press Fountain. And so Pontiac takes a timeout, but we'll talk here continuous. We will talk through. But so I'll tell you what, Bristow, these seniors, I'm not sure who all you know, who all you've had, but there's a large group of the seniors, I believe around 24 of them. I think there's only a handful that have really dedicated all 4 years to Pontiac football. But tonight, in 10 short minutes, they will have the final buzzer here on Williamson Field. Walk out of Don DeLuga Way, or I believe Dan DeLuga Way, maybe.
Don, you're right first time.
I was almost doing my homework. Not fully, but
we'll take care of you.
Don DeLuga Way, they walk out, and the lights will go off tonight for the final time this year.
It was really nice to see some of the kids that haven't played even since JFL come back out and support each other. It's a lot of kids want to be on fields and playing, and coming out of where we are right now, it's really nice to see. Interesting play right there. So
I'm not sure what happened. There's an IVC player on his back acting like a dead possum, I think. Then Tyson Kramer started returning the ball. I'm not sure what we just saw.
Well, I think from what I could see, it looked like the ball wasn't snapped when it should have been snapped, and then the center decided to get rolled backwards, and Tyson said, "I'll take the ball if you don't want it." That's what he was saying at that point.
I know Tyson, a very big part of this team, and his family very involved. His brother Peyton watching in, but Peyton tuning in. He has ISU tomorrow. They play South Dakota at home.
Homecoming.
Yeah, it is homecoming. I heard earlier maybe they're 100th homecoming. I heard. Wow, not sure. But nonetheless, still a special event to play at home. Hopefully the Redbirds can pick up a win. Aaron Adcock, I'm not sure if he's tuning in. Sometimes he will. He is actually a equipment manager for the Redbirds with the football team. Kramer plays for them. I'm not sure what all other alumni are in with the football team. Yeah. Addison Mashing and Amanda Fox, I believe. Yep. They play softball for ISU. And a bunch of music majors and things like that. A ton of music kids. We have down there at ISU. I know Sam Kelly.
Kira Price.
Kira Price, yes, she's down there.
There's some good ones.
There is some really good talent that came out of Pontiac Township High School that's down there now.
Aiden Colson on the carry.
And for you guys tuning in, like we said, this is the last time for Pontiac football here at Williamson Field this year. However, we will be back live with streams. I know Monday we're live again with volleyball. We'll be back live in December for basketball. I believe our first home game isn't until the later half of December with Prairie Central, I believe, right before the holiday tournament. Then we go into our softball and baseball area.
Track
will be. I'm not sure if we do streams with track, but I'm sure maybe in the next couple of years we will. I know the new athletic director coming in, John Neisler, big track guy, and he likes the streams and stuff. So maybe we'll be in his first 100-day.
There you go, first 100-day. Right. That's good.
And
he's an Olympia grad.
There's
a few of us around.
There's a lot of Olympia and U-High grads here at Pontiac Township High School. Yeah. I'm starting to feel I'm getting closed in. There's a lot of Olympia.
Well, you know what? It's the Corn Belt staying close when it was the Corn Belt, and that's the nice thing. And a lot of history there. And we have a lot of nice matchups against Pontiac when we were at Olympia.
And speaking of Olympia, too, so
they dropped out of the Illini Prairie Conference, which so they went from Corn Belt to Illini Prairie.
Right.
Olympia drops out. I believe they go to a conference down towards Springfield. I'm not totally sure.
They did. Yeah.
And so they do that. Then Robinson High School gets added to the schedule. And the seniors, the football, everyone's last game for this season will be a bus trip next Friday. About roughly 3.5 hours.
That's what I was thinking. It was heading around
3.5 hours south.
Let me look it up real quick on Waze. Everybody out there, if you're using your GPS, you can pull out Waze. If you haven't found it yet, it's the best.
I believe it's down near Terre Haute, Indiana.
It is. It's down 57.
So we will be playing down there next week. And that happens to be my birthday, too. So that's a great birthday present from our athletic director, Gary Bruder. That's in the box next to us. We get to go on a charter bus for 3.5 hours.
Charter bus, though. That'll be nice.
Charter bus. Yeah, well, I'm hoping I
can... 180 miles, 3 hours and 4 minutes, according to my GPS, to get there next week.
So I'm thinking I'm going to hope I'm right with the whole 3.5, maybe closer with a charter bus. Still,
Mr. Blair making an appearance up in the box. There he is.
English teacher and assistant athletic director. We only have one associate. They're messing up all these titles. They're all this fancy stuff. I tell you what.
There's big pay for bigger titles. I mean, that's how it works. So. Yeah. We're using this one. Hey, Mr. Blair, we're just talking about ISU's homecoming.
Yeah.
Can you tell what that's like down there for homecoming games?
It's a lot of fun to see all of our Redbirds and all of our PTHS alumni who are current or past Redbirds. We'll be at the game tomorrow afternoon, so looking forward to it.
Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Weather looks like it's going to get done tonight and be decent tomorrow.
Hope so.
I really hope for next week when we go to Robinson, it is not either freezing cold or raining or both. I hope it's a nice mild 50 or something, and we don't go and play in a rain game. That time.
Well,
Gonna hear Brown. He's up here, and I believe Cam playing some minor league, maybe major minor league. Yeah. We'll see if Cam Brown will step over here momentarily. And
maybe we get Cam Brown over here with Mike real quick. Green, let's talk to you about your situation.
So Cam Brown, hey, you walked in the wrong time. We're doing a bunch of experiments with the broadcast. So I know you're playing. I believe it's kind of a step down from some major league stuff with baseball.
Yep.
Maybe Detroit, something like that.
Yep.
Talk about it for the stream and what you came from graduating Pontiac and where you're now.
Yeah, so with the Detroit Tigers in their minor league system now, spent my time here. Went to Central Michigan for 5 years, got an extra year because of COVID, and then played a couple months in indie ball, and then ended up signing with the Tigers.
So I remember I had your mom as my first grade teacher, I believe, coming in. I'm not sure what year you were in school, but you come in. You started in small town Pontiac. I guess it's kind of the biggest town in the area, but small town for the most part. And then now you're playing with the Detroit Tigers, and I mean, what's that process like? What's that feeling like to know you came from playing on the baseball diamond that's just across the football field there, and now you're playing in some major league stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of pride being from here. A lot of the people that I play with are from bigger areas, bigger cities, even globally now. So it's always nice to come back here because when you're gone for so long, this is the kind of stuff you miss. You miss the high school football games. You miss all of the people here. I haven't been to a high school football game since I was in high school, so I'm here now. I missed this. I wanted to do this for a few years, so it's always nice to come back.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate you taking the time, Cam. I hope the stream picked it up, and if not, we're going to have to maybe get a time where we can get an interview with you about that, maybe more in depth.
Sure.
But yeah, we'll have to arrange that for sure. But 7:31 left to go. IVC 14-0 up over Pontiac. So as we'll have Bristow come back in here. So Bristow, I'll bring you up this point too. When you see the student sections just start singing karaoke, is that a good thing or a bad thing for your football?
It's a fantastic thing. They're still here. You know, that's what you got to look at here. It's been a rough year. We can't take that away from anything. You know, it's been a lot of games where there's been a lot of frustration, you know, and these fans have stayed with them through thick and thin. And The coolest thing about it, as I said before, they'll support each other in all their own sports. You know, there's players down here that play other sports that aren't on the football field, and they'll be supported by the ones on the field. Just that's how you take care of each other.
I know there's some all-state basketball players, some D1 commits for basketball and baseball and things like that.
Ah, there we go. Finally got a flag.
Amazing in their own sports.
Yes.
Don't do it here, but they're still out here in the elements supporting. And then the people who are out on the football field, I guarantee you, majority will come to the basketball games in the winter and baseball stuff and support their fellow peers, which is awesome. I think Pontiac has a great community, not even a school community, but wrapped around the Pontiac High School as a base. They have a community wrapped around with alumni and students and just faculty, the whole 9 yards, quite literally. You have it all here at Pontiac, and it's pretty special to have the community we have here.
We do, yeah. We're very fortunate here that there's a long tradition of just support. It doesn't matter if it's for music, if it's for academics, whatever it's for. You know, there's a lot of support here in the community and a lot of pride, as Cam said.
And I tell you what, talking about pride and dedication, I talked about him earlier. Fritz Pagel is, I believe Fritzy's 84-ish in the realm of, he's more healthier than I am at 16. He can run more than me, I promise. And he's out here in the elements, drives the equipment for away games, still does a bunch of music stuff and things like that. I think he goes on a trip next week, actually, to U of I for our band. But he's still out here in the elements, running our digital down marker across the field there. So, again, the loyalty, the tradition, like I mentioned, Fritzy in his middle 80s, and he's still out here carrying on the Pontiac tradition.
He is. Fritzy's a legend around here. We love him. He was a great athlete himself, playing through these days, and he has never forgot where he's come from. He's been a big part of this community his entire life, from working in the community and then volunteering as he does everywhere. I mean, he is everywhere that is Pontiac. So, big fan of Fritz Pagel.
Well, I think all the fans at home have more than likely enjoyed what we've been talking about. But I think the last time we talked about the football game
was a while ago.
Was probably the start of the fourth quarter.
It was.
So it's 14-0, 5:36 left. Crane's scrambling. He's looking. There's a pass on the far side. I think he may have come up with it.
I think it's going to be an offensive. I think he's going to get him for offensive here. He shoved off to get open. We'll see what they're pointing.
I tell you what, the Indians, the trend here is we have great offensive breakouts once in a while, then the flags go.
Yeah.
And it sucks. But
yeah, the offensive pass interference, I believe that was on Barnett. He shoved off a little bit. That'll push him back quite a bit. Looking at 3rd and 18.
Yeah, it's quite a bit here. And the game's still not over, but just for the fact of that extra score, like we said, that moves them up an extra touchdown with the 14. That if Pontiac goes to the end zone now and it's still 7-7, assuming they get the extra point, that ties the game. We're going to overtime. It's more of a battle. Right now, the Indians have to score, get the ball back, and score again. And they've yet to score in the last, I believe, 3 or so games. So Eric Murphy up here with the daily leader. He's confirming that with us. And Devontae Chambers on the run for the Indians. And, I mean, right now.
And I'll tell you what, though, Devontae's a big difference maker for this team. I mean,
sure.
He has the speed that we lack when he's gone. And so this is his first game back for a while, and he's doing a nice job. It's just a little soft out there and a little hard to get openings.
Yeah, I tell you what, I mean, ever since the Red game, he had a great game against them. Comes out a little early for that. He's been out a couple weeks since. Finally gets back, and unfortunately, the seniors, I think this was a very winnable game for the Indians, and it still could be, but right now it's just as they punt it away with 4 minutes to go, and just the realism sets in, and
Punt.
Yeah, punt goes out. I was watching right here on the near side. We're going to shout him out a little bit. I'm not sure who the IVC player was, but there's a little play going on with Kramer and a defensive player for IVC, almost like a hockey face-off. They shook hands at the end, so they're giving some entertainment to the fans here in the rain. That's good to see, too, with players interacting for both teams and not absolutely hating each other for the whole game. They're having a little fun with it.
So the Grey Ghosts are going to take back over here. They're on the 46-yard line. They're going to keep it on the ground. Looks like pile's still moving a little bit. Mike got back to the line of scrimmage. How many carries? I wonder if him is that tonight. That's a lot.
For Burwell, they have targeted him, I think, almost every play. Quite literally hasn't been, but very close.
He's a nice player.
Very. He is listed here a senior 5'11", 175.
Yeah.
So he is a powerhouse. And tell you what, the student section, like we mentioned with the karaoke, they're still going. They are trooping it out. And
so we're looking at 2nd and 10 here for the Grey Ghosts. Ball snapped, handed off again. Burwell again. Big game for Burwell. He's going to have a first down.
Like we said, powerhouse for IVC. Burwell. I know Fernando Daly next door, our PA guy, he has said his name an incredible amount. And likewise as we have. But he is just a vital part of the IVC offense. And just being here to kind of observe it is how you can tell that, because he just mentioned so much.
That'll move the ball down to about 37. Nope, 42. Wrong side, 43-yard line. 42. So we're 1st and 10. Ball snapped, handoff again. Oh, there we go. And they pile him up in the backfield.
I'm curious to see how many people are tuning in at home. I know the stands have kind of emptied. I'm hoping a lot of people able to hear us talking tonight and everything we got. But
rain looks like it's starting to let up anyway. It's dripping off the front here a little bit, but it looks like it's not raining up by the lights as much.
Yeah, it's still quite a bit of precipitation falling down. A sideline.
We're at 2nd and 13. And motion again. So they'll move it back again. Who was that?
Aaron Adcock. So again, Aaron Adcock tuning in.
Yeah, he's a former criminal justice kid.
Yeah, and we were mentioning earlier, he's down at ISU doing the football managing stuff for them. So big game for him tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm sure we'll get the facility early and get everything set up for them.
All right, we're looking at 2nd and 18 here. See if they go to the air. Handoff again and stuffed again in the backfield.
Well, they turn up the temperature a little bit here, but it's quite literally too late. 1:30 left to go in the ball game, and the Indians go 4 straight without a score. They very well could, and I think we're going to see that. Unfortunately, but they have a tough road game with the travel aspect next week. Robinson record, I believe it's significantly better than ours. I haven't looked into them terribly, but I believe they are 5 and something, 4 and something.
5 and 2, 4 and 3, somewhere in that ballpark.
Somewhere in that game. And I'm not sure how the conference is or anything, but I know they're playing schools, I believe, like Mount Carmel and stuff like that. So,
yeah, they always play a good schedule. I know that much.
They may not be the best team in their conference, but when you're playing that good of competition, it just makes you better. And we play great competition here, too.
Absolutely.
So it may be a very good matchup down there in Robinson, Illinois next week.
Well, the Indians take over on downs. And the clock.
1 minute.
1 minute left on the clock. Hey, Greenie, it's been a good time coming with you.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Bristow. 1 minute left to go. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This will be our last football personalized broadcast. I will be on the streams in basketball and such, but I'll be over the PA. So you won't hear me personalized, so that's probably a blessing for the fans at home. But yeah, so we'll see each other again here with the broadcast next year. But don't forget to tune into streams as we go in. I think maybe still some swimming, track, softball, things like that. Interception to end the game. I imagine we'll be close to that. They may run it back.
Nice hit on the sideline. Couldn't get a number for the Indian.
I think that was quarterback Nick Crane.
It was.
So Crane, I think that may just write his ticket at the end of Williamson Field here. Bristow, thank you for coming.
Thanks, Greeny.
47 seconds left, 14-0 IVC up over Pontiac. I imagine we're not going to see very much more action. The seniors' last time on Williamson Field, the lights will go out here for the last time for them. They will exit through the warpath and go out Don DeLuga way. As that will be the storybook end for the seniors at Williamson Field. They still have one more game, but as far as here, and 47 seconds. We will see just. So the knee is taken, and we'll see if that will run the clock out. We may have to do one more snap to get it completely done. However, again, I'm Jake Green. I appreciate you all for tuning in to PTHS TV. Would love to thank our staff again with Mrs. Michelle Baum, Gabriel Baum, Principal Baum, who is actually behind me now. I just saw him peeking in. And Jack Bristow coming up talking tonight. Our special guest, Cam Brown. Athletic Director, Gary Bruner. Associate AD, John Neisler. Assistant Athletic Director, Brian Blair. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it from Williamson Field for the 2022 season. As the buzzer will finally go off. And that is it. 14-0. Pontiac goes 4 straight with not a score. And they will fall to 1-7. We'll see everybody next year and next time. And until then, I'm Jake Green, and this is Pontiac Township High School football on Pontiac Township High School TV.